Studio, it's Thursday. Are you ready for some healing of the heart and mind?
I think we both need our heads checked, so
네.
just as well.
갑시다.
오정아의 마음톡톡.
네, Mind Talk with 오정아 원장님. 원장님 안녕하십니까?
네, 안녕하세요. This is 오정아 from Chicago Therapeutic Center, Chicago 심신치유센터.
네, 원장님 반갑습니다.
반갑습니다.
네, 반갑습니다.
원장님, did you make it here safe and sound? Obviously you did, right? Was it still raining outside when you walked in?
No, it was almost stopped.
Oh,
That's
okay.
good.
Good news, right?
Good. I'm walking home, so yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I'm driving home actually, so it doesn't matter
You don't mind.
for me.
Yeah.
But 원장님, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's nice to have you here with us in the studio. Now, Minsu's back. It's not like girls' time anymore. But it's all right.
You can include me in girls' time. I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't feel like you really fit in with it. Anyway, so last week, can you give us a reminder of what we talked about?
Yeah, we talked about the relationship between parents and their child and the teachers. And so, yeah, that's
That was last week's topic.
Yes, that was last week's
Something I
topic.
could have definitely benefited from. I feel like, right? But what are we doing today?
Yeah, so today I'd like to focus on school bullying.
Oh, very hot topic, especially here in
Right.
Korea.
Here's today's story.
I'm a high school junior, and I've been facing persistent bullying at school. It began with hurtful comments about my appearance and has escalated to bad social media rumors about me. I've thought about reaching out to my parents and the school administration, but I don't think it'd be helpful because somehow it may turn out worse. I feel helpless and isolated, and I'm scared to go to school. What should I do? 너무 슬픈 소리.
I know.
But it's like so common, I feel
Yeah.
like. 맞아요.
So let's refer to this writer as Bella. I'm truly sorry to hear about the painful experience you are going through.
Yeah.
Bullying is really tough to go through and a serious issue. I thoroughly understand your feelings of helplessness and isolation. So Minsu, what are your thoughts on Bella's situation?
I think I just totally understand what kind of, place she's in. She mentioned, kind of being scared to kind of turn to somebody for help, right? I feel like if she turns to like parents and teachers, then like, the people that are doing the bullying may be even more rough on her, right? And retaliate. But I feel like, I don't want, I'm not the expert on this, but I really think she should go to somebody, especially like a teacher or maybe even her parents or somebody at the school and ask
Yeah.
for help. I think that's the only way to go.
Yeah.
How about you, Laura?
So as someone, I was bullied very badly in school when I was young, and the thing that got me about it is that people kind of knew it was happening, saw it was happening, and didn't do anything.
Oh, wow.
And then when I told my mum, like they tried to make something happen, but when my mum went to the school, the teachers didn't really do anything. And then the bullying got worse because I'd gone to the school. Because I told my parents and gone to the school, and then
Yeah.
the parents of the other kids had been like, "What are you trying to cause trouble for?" And so yeah, it was just a mess.
Yeah.
It was a mess. So I understand completely why people don't want to stand up and say, "This is not okay. I'm being bullied. Help me." I get it. I completely get why she feels like this.
Oh, thank you for sharing. There's a social psychological phenomenon called the bystander effect, 방관자 효과, that may be in play here. So these refer to the tendency of individuals to be less likely to offer assistance to a person in need when there are other people present. So this effect was first identified and studied by social psychologist Beat Beep Lotane and John Daly in the late 1960s following the tragic murder of Kitty Genovese in New York City. Kitty Genovese, a 28-year-old woman, was brutally attacked and repeatedly stabbed outside her apartment building while she was screamed for help.
Gosh.
Shockingly, many nearby residents heard her cries but did not intervene or call the police.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
It is, right? But I'm sure a lot of our listeners understand. You see, like you understand why it happens. Kind of. Some people think I shouldn't, step in. Some people think it's none of my business, or maybe some people think, oh, I'm sure it'll be okay. I think it's just a lot of those kinds of thoughts that make people not want to step in and do something, right?
Right.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah. So Laura, you had experienced the bullying, and or have you tried to help someone who was getting bullied?
Yes. Both as a young person and also as a teacher now. And even my son has experienced bullying at school. And so as soon as it happened, it's difficult not to, because I'm a mother. So when I see other children doing things to other kids that I think that is very mean, that can be quite damaging potentially. I always like to step in, but I always try my best to, share empathy building techniques and why it's important to, be kind and why it's important not to judge. But when it's my son and I saw it happen, all I wanted to do was get in there and start throwing elbows. I was really just so angry. But I think obviously that's, as a parent, seeing your child getting, and nothing really bad happened.
Yeah.
But I remember the look on my son's face when he saw me. And he was just so relieved that I was there, and he cried. And he never cries outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minsu, what about you?
I guess, fortunately, I guess I could say, I don't remember experiencing bullying. Standing up to bullies or even trying to help somebody get out of a situation when it comes to bullying, I don't think I've ever done it by myself. I've never I'm the only person witnessing this bullying situation. I don't think I remember being in a situation like that, but I remember being a part of a group effort to stop maybe a situation of bullying, right? And maybe if it's a classmate or somebody, even if it's a stranger, I do recall being a bit more vocal about that's not the right thing to be doing, right? So, but even in those situations, I was so nervous and scared, right? Of how that person's going to react. Is this going to affect me negatively? And I feel like those things are what people consider when it comes to standing up to a bully.
Interesting. But it's so strange for me because coming from Glasgow, and this is something that I absolutely love about Glaswegians, they will stand up for the underdog. Scottish people in general actually will probably stand up for someone who's getting bullied in the street or if for example someone's picking on a woman outside a club, and if it's a guy specifically, guys will step in, they'll be like, right, you, get out there. And it'll be immediately someone stepping in to defend. And I don't see that in Korea because people are worried they're going to get in trouble with the situation. So they just kind of stand back.
Yeah.
I see. So I think addressing the bystander effect is important for promoting pro-social behavior and encouraging people to help others in need. Teaching bystander intervention is necessary at schools, especially encouraging students to take action when they witness a situation where someone needs help, rather than assuming someone else will do so.
Yeah.
So, for example, tell your teacher teacher or administrator about the situation, even if anonymously.
Yeah. I really like the fact that these days at school, even at my daughter's 유치원, they are teaching kids to be very vocal if they are uncomfortable about a situation. If they are 이렇게 당하는 거면, I remember for a week, my daughter, after she learned this at 유치원, 안 돼요, 하지 마요, 도와주세요, 이걸 외치는 걸 이렇게 연습시켰거든요. If I'm making her do stuff around the house, 제가 일 시키면 안 돼요, 싫어요, 도와주세요, 라고. But it goes to show you just how schools these days are teaching kids to be more vocal.
Yeah.
Right? So, but not only in trouble that they're in, but maybe if they see other people in trouble, especially when it comes to bullying.
Yeah. It's so funny you say that. My friend's son, he must be 5. And so my friend's son's teacher called her the other day and she said, Ben today was really kind of not in a good mood when he was at school. So if there's anything wrong, you can let me know. But he just didn't seem like he was in a good mood. And so the teacher had said the next day, Ben, if there's something that you don't like, you can tell me. If there's any problem, you can tell me. You can tell the teacher. It's always okay to tell the teacher how you feel. And then in the middle of class, he was like, I don't like this class. He just yelled it out in the middle of class. So if there's something you don't like, tell me. And he just yelled it. I don't like this class.
꾹꾹 참는 것보다 letting it out once in a while, I think it's okay too, right? But let's focus back more on Bella's situation, 원장님.
Yeah, so here are some questions for Bella to consider to help her better understand her emotions on a deeper level and the challenges in her situation.
Yeah.
So one, what specific actions or behaviors of the bullies have affected me the most? 2, how has this bullying situation impacted my daily life, including my school performance, social interactions, and overall well-being? 3, have I reached out to parents, teachers, or friends for support? If not, what am I afraid of? 4, in what ways can I draw up my inner strength and resilience to persevere through this difficult period? 5, what kind of support or intervention do I believe would be most effective in stopping the bullying at my school? So self-reflection questions are an essential step in understanding your emotions, identifying your needs, and developing a plan to address this situation.
Definitely food for thought for Bella and of course for us in general and for our listeners, Is there anything else that Bella could try?
It's important to keep a record of every time you experience bullying. That means writing down who the bullies were, when it happened, like the date and time, where it took place, and what exactly happened. Write down what the bullies said or did to you. This might seem like a lot, but it can helpful when you talk to school authorities or adults who can help. Having the information will show them isn't just a one-time thing. So it's a pattern of behavior, and that can make them take it more seriously and take on stopping it.
To be able to show that this has been going on, it's not a one-off, one-time thing, right? But she's continuously going through these difficulties.
Right.
What can Bella do next?
Even if you are afraid to talk to your parents, it's necessary to talk to them because they care about you and want to help when you have a difficult time. Your parents can set up a meeting with the school authorities like a teacher, principal, or school counselor. These adults can really make a difference and be your support team. So remember, you don't have to go through this alone. keep that conversation going and let them know how you're feeling.
And would you recommend seeing a mental health professional?
When someone is going through bullying, it does impact on their mental health negatively. I remember one of my clients who was in her middle of 30s. She was struggling to interact with people since she was bullied in middle school. And so it would be helpful to meet a mental health professional like therapist or counselor. They can support you and make a significant difference in how you feel and how you handle what's happening on a wider level. So thus don't hesitate to ask your parents to meet one of them.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part. And just talking to somebody about it. You know, if it's your friends, hopefully they can help you. But I feel like experienced, adults
Right.
will definitely be a bit more effective. 원장님, anything else that you'd like to mention about this situation?
Bullying is definitely a serious issue, and it can put someone's life in a danger mentally, emotionally, and even physically for a long time. So if you don't have anyone that can help you, you can contact the School Violence Reporting Center. The number is 117 without the area code. If you want to send them a text message, you can dial pound 0117. As I mentioned it earlier, please take action if you witness other people who are bullied at school, work, or somewhere else. So it will make a huge difference for our society.
Absolutely. If you see something, say something.
Yeah. We have 일류의 충전소님 on our YouTube commenting on today's topic. 요즘은 오히려 도와주다가 곤란한 상황에 빠지기도 하는 것 같아요. Even teachers got emotionally bullied from students' parents, and they also didn't get help from the school, which is sad. And we know, I'm sure a lot of our listeners have heard how that ended up, right? Yeah, so we focus a bit more from a student's perspective today when it comes to
Right.
bullying, and I think the lesson we're taking from this, don't have the bystander effect come into play. We should have the mindset of being able to help,
Right.
being more vocal about it. I think same can be said, like you said, 원장님, not only at school but even at the workplace. There's even bullies at the workplace, and could be extended to even people that are supposed to be more responsible be responsible for the students. I'm talking about the teachers, right?
Yep.
So this is something that everybody, I think, can consider.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, a very, I think, important and very relevant topic that 원장님 has touched on today. School bullying.
Yeah.
네.
Yep. Don't do it.
Yes.
Don't bully.
맞아요.
Terrible. 원장님, it's always a pleasure to have you in the studio. Thank you so much for this week. And you'll be back again with another episode next week.
Sure. I will see you next Thursday.
네.
수고하셨습니다.
수고했습니다. 감사합니다.